Welcome back to Healthy Living. Right now we have with us Lori Cage. Lori is Executive Director of our St. Tammany Health System Parenting Center, and she is also a licensed clinical social worker. So thank you so much for joining us for Healthy Living today.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. So let's talk a little bit about the Parenting Center. It's you know, I hate to say it, but it's one of the best kept secrets, and we want to tell people all about it. So tell us what you guys do there.
And that is exactly what I say all the time. So we have actually been in existence for 35 years. So, and I've been fortunate enough to be there for 22 of the 35 years.
Oh,
so
wow.
It is a fabulous place to work. So we have the center itself that parents and caregivers can come 9 to 1 Monday through Friday and play with their children. And then we also have interactive classes like Mommy and Me classes with bubbles and music and crafts. We start, I always say we do a lot of fun things, but we're sneaking a lot of education in because they're learning those fine motor skills, they're learning transitions. We also have professional staff available. I have a dietitian, counselors, social workers, all on staff that are available for somebody to ask a question. And we always have a lot of informal learning as well as formal classes. And everything we do is evidence-based. I know nowadays everybody asks Dr. Google and some of these blogs and things, and some of my staff is just horrified sometimes with the responses. They're like, why don't they call us and ask us? That's not right, you know.
Well, we want to know that. Anyone can absolutely call. Is there some kind of membership for the Parenting Center? How does it work?
Yes.
How would someone get involved?
So we do have a membership that we have you fill out a membership form. We have suspended the membership fee. We are about to re-implement it just to help cover some of our costs.
Sure.
So, but it's very reasonable, $10 a month. That includes all your play, all the parties that we do, the classes, and some special events that we do as well, field trips and things like that. And we offer scholarships. So I never want cost to be a barrier for anything. I also offer scholarships for some of our classes that we do charge for. We have an active parenting class that is 3 weeks long, it's 3 sessions. So it's a little more intense class, so we offer that. We also do CPR, and that's very important. We do both certified classes and uncertified. So we have a lot of like moms-to-be and grandparents that'll come who still learn the choking and the CPR and the first aid and things like that, which is vitally important. And we also have babysitting classes for those 11 to 16-year-olds.
Oh, that's great. So when you're a certified sitter, you went through your class, basically. So you said moms to be, and that is important for moms to be to learn certain skills before the baby comes, or certain just techniques or tools, for parenting. So moms to be are welcome, correct?
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And we also offer a few classes for that as well. We have a boot camp for new mommies.
Oh, nice.
And a boot camp for new dads.
That's really good. So everybody kind of gets on the same page.
Right. And I had 2 staff that had babies that they said, you know, you didn't really know what you didn't know. Until the baby came. And so they asked to develop this class, and you know, I of course was thrilled that they wanted to do it. I'm like, go for it. We're there for support and education, and that's really the beauty of what we do. And like you said, I think we're one of the best kept secrets. But continually, if I have my name tag out in the community, I have people constantly coming up to me and saying, oh, I went to the Parenting Center, y'all saved my life, I love you so much, blah, 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 you know, and it's like, you know, just warms my soul.
And it is a good way for parents and their children to socialize with other parents and children the same age, correct?
Absolutely.
Because a lot of these things, most of these things happen in a group setting.
Yes. And we do have a lot of parents that, you know, you can watch them. They'll come in, they might be overwhelmed, not quite sure of what to do and that kind of thing, but it's a very warm and friendly environment. And sometimes, you know, it's hard. A lot of these people might have been career people yesterday, and today all I have is this little person that doesn't speak, you know.
So it's a whole new world.
Just to talk to somebody about what the trials and tribulations that they're going through, the challenges, but also to celebrate the joys.
So let's talk about, I know we were talking about with Dr. Fauché, Autism Awareness Month is coming up in April, and the Parenting Center is also autism certified.
Yes, we are.
So what does that mean for you at the Parenting Center?
For us, it just built on enhancing some of the things that we already knew. So we don't necessarily do clinical services for children with autism, but we do have children with autism that come to the parenting center. So just having our staff aware of, again, how to interact with them in a different way.
Right.
But also to look for any signs or symptoms that we might see in some of the children. And we have, just to kind of clue the parents in on, you know, I don't want you to worry, but I do see some things you might want to get checked out.
Right.
And most of our kids are 0 to 5 that come because they're preschoolers is what our population.
Yes.
So that early intervention is just priceless, because the earlier you can start getting some tools to work with your kids, the better.
Right. And so this certification, as Dr. Fauché was saying, it equips you with the tools to know how to interact with a child with sensitivities because of their autistic diagnosis.
Right.
So, but they do the same things as the other children, correct?
Correct. Well, and also to know how to interact with the parents too, because they may have some different things going on with them and challenges.
Yeah.
And so Dr. Sunny McDaniel, and she's on our foundation board, and Yvette Farr is a behavioral analyst. They're both working to even enhance our center more and give us more tools. Dr. Fauché mentioned their video, but also just pictures of different things. We already have pictures of where things go.
Right.
But even a picture story of when you go to the class, this is what you're going to expect.
Yeah.
First we're going to do, you know, the song about our names, and then we're going to do bubbles, and then we're going to do instruments, and we're going to put those away. And so I think that it's going to be a fabulous idea, not just for the autistic children, but for all children, because a lot of times behavior issues are anxiety about what's going to happen next. I don't know what's going to happen next, you know. So, and we teach that in some of our parenting, and our parents say that too. It's okay, we have to leave in 5 minutes. You got to give them the warning, because if you just scoop them up and go, they're going to scream and cry. They're not ready yet.
Right.
Just to make those transitions, and also being able to put some of that information and videos on our website so that we can have people see, you know, pictures worth 1,000 words, as they say, and in this case, it's worth more than that.
And speaking of the website, your website, not only does the Parenting Center have a wealth of resources and tips and information, but your website also does. What is the website?
It's sttammany.health.
Okay.
/Parenting Center, if you want to go straight to the Parenting Center. And you can register for all the classes and such there.
Okay. Well, we don't have a ton of time left, but I do want to mention that the Parenting Center also is a certified car seat safety installer, correct?
Correct.
And also for special needs as well.
We are, and we're very happy about that, because we just, in the last year, got our certification and got all our demo seats. So we work with our rehab department for special needs fitting of car seats. And that also could help with the autism with the little escape artist, because we have some information about that too. But before, they had to go to Baton Rouge and New Orleans, and it's usually 3 trips, and it's a long appointment, and so we're happy to be able to bring that service here to the North Shore.
So great. Is there anything else you want to add before we wrap up about the Parenting Center in general, or anything else?
Just that, you know, to know we're here for a resource. We also go out in the community, so we go to churches and schools or groups. If you have any topic that you want to do, we can probably cover it, because I have that width of staff and expertise.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much, Lori, for joining us and giving us this great information. And we're trying to get the word out. Let the secret out of the bag. The Parenting Center is amazing. So we are going to be right back. And when we come back, we're going to be speaking with Melanie Rudolph from our St. Tammany Hospital Foundation. Stay with us.